So I bet if you're watching this video right now, you're definitely procrastinating. Because why else would you be watching a video on how not to procrastinate? And I'm going to try to help guide you to not procrastinate anymore. And that's the goal for this. So let's get right into it. To start this off, I'm just going to tell you seriously, I've never procrastinated in my entire life. I mean, other than this video that I should have done yesterday, but don't worry about it. Of course I procrastinate. Who hasn't? And if you haven't, then you're not human. Because I don't know, you're on a whole new God level of just not being able to procrastinate. So a huge major issue that I've realized with myself for procrastinating is you open up that textbook or you go over to whatever task that you're doing and you're starting to do it, but then you pull out your phone or you get a notification and you end up picking up your phone, looking at that text that led you to that Instagram. You're scrolling through the feed, and then before you know it, you're on YouTube watching somebody build a hut out of mud and you don't even know how you got there. But let's say an hour or two passed, you could have had that task done already, but you didn't because you procrastinated. And I've done this, everybody's done it. If you leave it to last minute, then you're screwed. Let's just face the fact, if you did the thing earlier, you would have done a better job as well because you have more energy to do it and you're not waiting last minute to be able to get that thing done. But the biggest thing that I want you to know is to get that technology out of there. If you have a cell phone, you gotta turn that thing off. Because airplane mode, people do that. I did it, but I end up turning off airplane mode because I want to look at something because I'm really bored of the assignment or whatever. So I turn it off, and I actually put it upstairs because if I have that phone there, I might end up turning it on to look at a notification. You have to do this. Trust me, it's much better. And if you're like, but I don't have a calculator, but that phone is my tool. Yeah, no, it's not. Like, you could get a calculator, or you could actually learn what you're trying to do instead of look up how to do it. Just turn off your phone. That's going to distract you. Now, another thing is with your computer right now. We're all at home. We're all chilling. We're also chilling where our hobbies are. So if we're on the computer, usually, I don't know, if you're online shopping or you're playing a game or whatever you're doing, watching a movie, right? This is a place where you're also working. If you have a program open to talk to your friends, message to your friends, I'm going to be gone for a couple hours, I got to study. And they should accept it and they should say, all right, see you in a couple hours or whatever. But if they don't, are they really good friends if they're not pushing you to become the best version of you? So don't water any dead plants. Remember that. You want to water good plants so that you have good friends that care about your future and respect that if you're going to be offline for a couple of hours, then that's okay. Huge thing I have to say is break through the boredom. It's so boring to do something. For me, if I have to type an essay, it's the worst thing ever. If you like essays and you like typing them, I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. Why? What? How do you like typing an essay? Either way, it doesn't matter. If I'm typing that essay, I'm so bored. So bored. I'd rather be doing anything else than typing this essay. But I'm going to do it. And the way that I do it is to break through that boredom. I'm going to say an analogy for you to think about. Think if you have a giant boulder and you push that boulder just a little bit, but then you get a text message or you see a game or something, that boulder stops immediately and you start to procrastinate. But if you keep pushing and force yourself to do it, type out that essay, write out the answers or whatever you're doing, and you keep persistently doing it, then you're going to automatically start to focus on it. And even if it's wrong, I don't even care. Just do it. Even if it's wrong, just do it. Just keep pushing and keep writing out the wrong answers. It doesn't matter. You're going to be in the mode. Like Elon Musk, he puts 100% focus into the things he's doing. So that's what you need to do. You need to make it so anything you're doing, you're putting 100% of your focus into it. I suggest doing this early in the morning because you're waking up, fresh mind, 100%, right? You get this stuff done, you have the whole day to chill, do whatever you want, but you have the important things done. So you have to push that boulder until it starts rolling. And once it starts rolling, it's gonna find the hill and it's gonna go down the hill. Once you reach that hill, it's not gonna stop. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going till you get to the end. I prefer to write the essay week before it's due because then it's done. If you have something that's given to you, try doing it right away because it's just gonna be in the back of your mind the whole time, and that guilt is gonna drive you insane. That's what's creating stress, and that's also what's making you overthink, anxiety, think about random things that aren't even related to that. But because you're procrastinating, you also have a stress of the things you know you need to do, and you're gonna be like, wow, I'm a loser, like I didn't even get this assignment done, and I don't know, whatever your anxiety is, like you're like, my family doesn't love me, or something random, right? Whatever you're stressing about, it's gonna enhance it because you have these things that you should be doing. And honestly, procrastinating might be the trigger to why you're thinking negative, because you know you should be getting things done that are productive and positive, but you're not doing them. So like anything else, procrastination is a habit. So you need to break it and work really hard on the things that you need to get done, because it'll make you think so much better in the future. That's simply it. One huge thing I have to say is accept that you're being lazy. Nobody is defined as a procrastinator. You can't be defined as a procrastinator because that's not a part of who you actually are. It's a habit. You can change it. To start this, wake up in the morning early. I don't care what it is. It could be a notebook, it could be a piece of paper. Write down 3 goals that you have to get done for that day. And as long as you see it, you're setting yourself a due date for that day. Let's say you have something due in a week and you wrote it down that it's due today, then you're kind of tricking your mind. You're making it so that this habit is now getting broken because you know that you have to do it today instead of that day. And that's what most people wait for, is the due date, because they know that there's a time limit, right? Make your own time limit, make it earlier, and it will make your life so much better. Honestly, you're just playing victim if you're procrastinating, and straight up, that's just a lazy person. All in all, you can say whatever it is, but you're being a lazy person. It's because you built a habit that made you a lazy person. So one of my greatest teachers of all time, a long time ago, said at the start of the class, make sure you don't dig yourself a hole you can't get out of. And I sat there and thought, well, obviously, why would I dig myself a hole I can't get out of? But he was talking about if you get a bunch of assignments and you start to not do them and they start to pile up, or you wait till the due date and they keep piling up, you're just digging yourself a hole you can't get out of. So you're waiting till last minute, and some of those assignments you're missing or you're not submitting, and this could lead you to failing the class. Same thing applies to life. If you're 50 years old and you didn't do anything in your life, this is called a midlife crisis. And this is also a factor of procrastinating. You wanted to get things done, but you didn't do it. You missed it, and you missed that opportunity. You wasted 30 years. If you're 30 and you look back and you thought of 10 years, what did you do? I watched movies and I played video games. That's a boring life. Why would you want your life story to be 10 years of you playing games and watching movies? You did nothing with your life. You could have done so much. You could have made such a great story. All the things you wanted to do are not able to be done because you procrastinated. So fix this habit. It's going to make you have a strong work ethic. It's going to let you work hard at the things that you actually want to be in the later future. Become the best version of yourself. Stop procrastinating. Just remember that it's a habit. Like happiness is a habit, so is procrastination. Use the things I said and take value from it. Remember to get that boulder rolling and you'll be set to go. That's going to be all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.